What timing? Okay, upbeat Christmas songs, instrumental. 4 hours of free Christmas elevator music. Isn't that cool? And here I have a hit. I shouldn't be so excited about it. A half of a caramel, one of those suspicious ones. They're disgusting. Excuse me. No, it's a nano kind. Meaning it gets into your system super fast, like 15 minutes, they say. This is the problem with me and edibles. I've never learned to like the flavors. I only like it if I can swallow it like a pill. Or really good chocolate. Okay, now that I'm done complaining about, well, that which will make me feel better in a little bit here, I have to tell you what we got going today. Ugh, I'm gonna need more of that. Okay. My sister Dee, with whom I will be watching a movie later, a Christmassy movie, and eating Chinese food, or she's changed her mind, but I didn't. Had changed my mind, but went back to Chinese food. I don't know why, but there it is. I actually went ahead and bought some. It's already been delivered. It's in the refrigerator. Yes, Seder, hello. Thank you, and to you as well. Thank you for all that you do to make my holidays awesome. Looking forward to January 7th. I wore my... And Toblerina is appropriately dressed. Here's the finished Vans. The special one going out as a gift to someone. Yay! I see that more Jinx and Ben de la Creme are out there on the internet. Yeah, I'm really happy with overall how they came out. I want to show you the big one, but I will probably just send pictures because I don't want to put it too often on the air because I'm afraid that the person receiving it might see it, and I'd like it to be a surprise. So I discovered the only way to resolve the small version of my calendar getting punched would be to, of course, move the type, right? But if I move the type, I have to re-release it and it gets a new number. It's like, this is why things end up looking like they don't exist. As soon as you make a change, you make an edit, you have to like go through the whole sell it process again. So guess what? People who order the small version of this calendar are, you're just going to have to live with the cover having the 2023 cut right through. Hello! So I got to tell you something fun and curious, but not so, really. My first husband contacted me through Facebook. after 30 years, just to say hello. He accidentally, I guess, came across my artwork on Fine Art America. And so he thought he would drop me a line, wished me a Merry Christmas, and then I basically did the same. Happy holidays. We have unlimited, free, YouTube approved upbeat Christmas songs, instrumental. Okay. It's like we are set. We have it all today. My sister sent me this awesome sweater, which I didn't have the foresight to bring out to show you. It's a J. Jill. It's this beautiful rose pink and embroidered all over the place with flowers. And I thought it was her work because she is fabulous with threads and way better than me. And it's definitely a hand-done embroidery job. And then all around the whole border are little teeny rosettes and leaves. It's like, I love it. So you'll see it. For some reason, it's an extra small, but the sleeves come down to here. So the sleeves are not extra small. So it's not the kind that, even though it's got the cutest little buttons, it will not be a buttoned kind of a sweater. But it's my new favorite sweater. It's so pretty. And she also sent a couple of shower gifts from the baby shower. And it says, from Morgan and James shower to yours. And there are these two little soaps. So it's like, all right, let's check them out. Smells kind of like men's cologne, actually. A very strong men's cologne. But not bad. I like men in cologne. And that's a blue. I guess the flowers don't indicate anything in particular. They just... Whoa! Know what that's supposed to be. Oh, too much essential oil. No. It begins with an H. What's like in Pond's cold cream? Heliotrope. It's a heliotrope-ish. It's too strongish. I think my lungs actually ache from that one. We will put these on the other side of the table. And we will put them, I guess, around clothes that you need to scent over winter. Because I will not be using that on my actual body. So, let's see. And my sister, in the package she sent of cookies and candy, remind me to let her know not to mix nut brittles in with other stuff without it being separately wrapped, because unfortunately the humidity got to it and became goop. So I felt bad about that. But I did find the Hanukkah gelt. It's like, all right, I have a gigantic sequined dreidel. I can always put that in there. And I don't know why the dreidel's not on the table. It's right over there. So, well, anyway, it's over there. But we're moving into Christmas. And of course, like I said, show this. If you were fast on your toes, no pun intended actually, you got a copy that has this image in it, but this image is no more because of intellectual infringements. So, you know, I was unintentionally a bad girl, so it's not there anymore. I put another picture in. And I was moving pretty damn fast so as not to screw up other people searching for the calendar and being unable to find it. So I just have to make sure with Zazzle that everybody's able to search it and find it. No issues. I brought it to the party yesterday and showed it to a bunch of people. All but two were older than me. And I have to tell you, watching the different expressions, you catch who's getting it, who's not getting it, who's got a predetermined response. You know, you already see on their face, they're not going to approve. Whatever it is you are doing, you're not going to approve. And so I had one of those. And she kept trying to find ways to, you know, poke me. And since I recognized that personality, I was completely relaxed and, you know, like, you can't get me, you know? It's like, this is the joke. So I had a good time. And I love this the oldest woman in the building, the most mobile, the least medicated, someone who eats a little ice cream every night at bedtime. She loves it. She loves it so much. She tells other people, it's hilarious. It's adorable. It is so clever. I mean, she's like, what a fan, you know? So it's really nice to show her my stuff. So I'll have to show her the one I put out today, wearing the gold outfit against the background that is now my background. Background with the lights are not really very visible. It was a last minute kind of a thing. I went, oh yeah, I've got lights, and it's going to be getting dark probably pretty soon. Now, one of the things that we got from Sizzle Pants is something I didn't see before, and was like, oh, I could have, instead of buying a pair and having to sit there and very carefully cut away at an eyelash, full eyelash, they already come in Toblerina size eyelashes. You see? So those are cut from full lash, and here we got a whole box of them. It's like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Yay. Another time saver. We'll put that back in stock. I am going to make sure everything is cleared off before the first of the year so I can put a new clean tablecloth down. And all this paint that you see, well, most of it will disappear because I still have mats that I haven't replaced. They have paint on them. They're kind of destroyed. This one's cut all the way through even. I know it's time to give it up, so I will. Oh, wait a second. A 3 foot, oh. Isn't that funny? Yeah, there are just some people that, yeah. Now, I would feel bad if he was having a problem because of the 3rd foot. Other than that, I would find it fascinating. So definitely would embrace him. Although I've never embraced any kind of iguana, 2, 3, or 4 feet. I don't know. Now, an iguana is another thing. I have seen people dress up, putting things on an iguana. I guess you have to start when they're really young to make sure they don't want to kill you because of it. I am not going to rip off your face in your sleep because I kind of like that bandana now. So we've got the dice. We don't need to roll on anybody yet. But nobody knows about us yet. We are still a small group of people. So we need to establish a few things. And here's still another project I haven't finished for Toblerina, making miniature glasses. Now this was just an experiment and I wasn't measuring it. So obviously, you know, it's not gonna fit. Also, I can't put the eyelashes through here. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of how to bend wire, because you can't keep doubling back on something as small as, you know, a toe. So I figured if I can figure out a graceful way to do it, get the circles the same or as close to the same as possible, and then I can put some rice paper or vellum paper on them and paint the whole thing to make it look like glasses. How cool. Wow. So how old was he? How long did he live? You've had some interesting animal experiences. That's waiting for you to type music and taking a sip of tea music. As the sun goes down. Okay. This is what's left of the birthday cake. It is so good. And there was a vanilla cake as well there. So it's like someone did a little sheet kind of a glass cake. Yeah. It's like, I'll take this back. It's okay. I made a damn good cake. I like it. And since my sister's not going to be visiting, I'm not making another cake probably until there's another occasion. Oh. Oh, no. Damn. Oh, I'm so sorry. Shit like that happens. Definitely. Three feet. I imagine something that size would definitely get stuck. Greetings, Charlie. Well, happy Christmas Eve. I found a bizarre toy on the internet today. I want my gifts already. Aww. Don't worry, only one more sleep till Christmas. I got Chinese food. I got my gift. Is it valid? To stay up till midnight to get the gifts? Huh. Not really. That's what we try to do when we're really little kids, but then when we're old enough to be completely capable of staying up till midnight, the challenge is not the same. You just have to be patient and be with your family in the morning. I believe that's the protocol. It was impossible for little kids who were used to naps and their regulated time. We could make it to like 9 p.m. and we felt like we were already up all night. Midnight was not happening unless we just happened to wake up. That's cool. You're getting gifts. Well, you know, since the gifts are obviously coming from your parents and not Santa, you can ask them. I mean, they're the ones that have to relinquish the keys to wherever your gifts are hidden. Yummy tea on a nice cold Christmas Eve. I do remember that feeling too. For the Hanukkah bunny to come and visit us on Hanukkah night. I shan't deny Santa. I believe in magic. Well, I hope they're not where somebody could actually do a breaking and entering kind of a scenario, so. Well, Charlie, I don't know. Your parents probably planned something like a surprisey kind of a thing. So, you know. I think the one who foots the bill can create the guidelines for the whole thing. But like I said, you know, you can take it up with them. You can say, I'm too old to wait for Christmas Day. And they'll say, well, what's the point of anticipation if you don't wait until Christmas Day? That's our tradition. Ah, Christmas call, that's right. You didn't send a picture of it. Or did you? No, I don't have a picture of the Christmas call. Christmas card delivery. My cousin sent me Oreo call. Oh, I remember that from last year. Wasn't there a virus going around or something? A little teddy bear opening a box. I might die of boredom before it gets there these days. Well, the other option would have been to go out and buy the stuff yourself. And then no waiting. Okay, dear, you want it back. I'll send it back. I'll send it to you because I love you. I don't have anything on my Kindle to send as a holiday card, except for the holiday cards I was sending out, and then everything disappeared. I have to double check everything tonight. I sent out cards, but then I was like, wait a minute, some people didn't get cards. I don't have their address, or I didn't remember seeing them. So, Agnes, did you get a card? I don't know what to expect. You mean there's a surprise? Your parents have a surprise for you? Well, if you have no expectations, you cannot be disappointed. Let's bring that music back up. It's always in the head. Yeah, I expect to just enjoy what I can, take it easy, roll with it, because, you know, things change. All right, we need another IQ. I had one earlier that cracked me up, and now I can't remember what it was. 5 o'clock shadow. Ah! Okay, you're as dumb as 5 o'clock shadow. What number should be that? 8? No, 3. Guys who use 5 o'clock shadow as part of their style annoy me. Five o'clock shadow. You look dumb. Grow something or shave it. It's not a style anymore. Of course, it's just my opinion. All right, so we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and whoops, see what's some of our traditional favorites. We've already got the cannoli, and we got a pebble, a rock. 8 is a rock. A rock. So 9 has to be a box of rocks. A box of rocks. Okay, I am pleased. We are getting closer. A box of rocks. And I think that after we embellish this just a little bit more, you'll be able to see them quite easily and read them all equally well. I get lazy and don't shave. I get lazy and don't shave. Well, that says you're lazy. That's not admirable. Because at your age, I don't know. I don't know how much you have to shave at 17. You know, you personally. At 17, I didn't have to shave a whole lot. Okay, so we just need the 9 and 10. No, I didn't want to do the Ding Dong Cupcake again, just because it sounds clumsy and we need some new stuff. We do have, like, you know, the one Ogre Pube. Thank you, Oinkness. Lint. Dumb as lint. Come on. Lint is just dumb and as pervasive like the cases of stupid. And don't shave too once a week at least. That's not bad. I have to shave Toblerina. If I could see her better, I would just tweeze. But I can't. Oh gosh, oh gosh. All right, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Trolls. So inspiring. Okay, wait a second. Charlie, I got him looking with the big glasses. What's it? Is that really twice? Usually I do once. Well, I don't know how much it looks, what it looks like, but it's not a fashion statement. Walking around like Miami Vice. Some things are just old. You know what I mean? A little more music on cue. Everybody. Looks like a mess. Well, until it's coming in evenly, keep it well shorn and smelling good, like a face should. I have to write my own song now. I told you my first husband contacted me, and second husband, he went back to California to live with his parents. I have to write a new song, a parody of I Left My Heart in San Francisco. I can now say I left my husbands in San Dimas. They're both living in the same town. That's freaking hilarious. Except one is really successful and retired and taking care of 16 fruit trees. And has a beautiful daughter, etc. And the other one's just, you know, God only knows. I don't even want to contemplate. Hold on. Wait, there is a message coming through. Will 6:30 be okay? And what movie would you like to watch? Is it okay? Let me talk to sister. Hold 1 second. That sounds fine. And you can choose from my library. Okie dokie. My sister and I are going to meet on Skype and share a movie. But before that, Mr. Rich and I are going to hang out. I'll say hello. Is there somebody else here that I didn't see? But it looks like, what's the music? Oh, the music is BGM Songs Deluxe. It is, hold on, I'll tell you. Come on, where's the, oh, there it is. Upbeat Christmas Songs Instrumental! Exclamation point. 4 hours! Exclamation point. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Axie. Beatrice. Happy Christmas to you. Thank you for following me on social media. I am posting all over the place, and I will tell you the truth. I have no freaking idea where I'm posting, where it shows up, who is looking at it, except one thing that is really funny, because on Instagram I followed Snoop Dogg, and I have a lot of black people following me all of a sudden. I just thought that was really funny. I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. I would like to be able to actually communicate with other people besides the few in my building, you know what I mean? But I'm not really into doing it. I just want to, well, I'm learning how to use it, and I'm inept with it. I'm worse at social media than I am with sewing, and you've already witnessed how well I sew. Not. Is this my new pet peeve? It is not Christmas, people. It's Christmas Eve. Shut up. For some people, their hours are way ahead, you know. Exie, what time is it for you? Is it after midnight? And officially the 25th? And if it was Christmas, Charlie, you would have your gifts in hand. Hopefully in both hands. And a coffee nearby. It is 12:47 a.m. It is Christmas for Exie. Merry Christmas, darling. How goes your project? Have you published it? It's not a contest, so you can say you win something, but having not established the rules of a contest, there is nothing to win. If you wish to establish a new pet peeve for yourself, you may do so at any time. I have cake to match my ribbon. I'll share my desktop with you. Then you can see. Oh, the lights should start flashing. I made a blog and posted some, but not long, or who's gonna critique? What's your blog about? Oh, I think I've got someone else to join our meditation group on Tuesdays. She didn't realize what I was doing when I explained it. She said, oh, I'll drop a gummy and come on down. I said, you got the right idea. Come trip the light fantastic in the meditation room, aka library. Oh, call me Exy, I'm sorry. I confused you with Charlie there for a second. I read it all like Charlie posted the whole thing. Patrice Curie, is that how you pronounce it? Tomorrow I don't get cafe. I know, I'm sorry, they're closed. That is the bummer about Christmas. I'm just expressing how good my cake is. With tea. This is good cake, and I'm not eating the whole thing because when my sister and I get together, we're going to eat food together while we watch a movie via Skype. I'm just eating a little because I have tea. And it's still warm. It's okay, there's no artwork sitting here. And I put the Toblerone calendar well out of reach. Oh! Actually, did you put a link to the blog on social media where I can see it? Because I have not seen it. I mean, if you don't want me to see it, that's okay. But, you know, if you want to share it, I'd love to look at it. Charlie, with a couple of things, now I'm acting like a child, with a couple of additions to your kitchen, you can make amazing cappuccinos at home. Oh, it's on Twitter? Oh, okay. I will go scroll back. I'm getting completely lost on these things. I have 2 Twitter accounts, but at the end of the year, I'm closing out one of them. So I don't like it to begin with, but if I need some way to get Toblerone out there. Leave my kitchen. Oh, you really should do it. You should do it. You should learn this skill. You will appreciate yourself later, and so will others. Oh, you have a ways to go. Keep going. Basically, you're creating a glossary. And a glossary is meant to grow as you create more stuff for your magical world. So the only place to stop is where you decide to stop thinking about it. And you say you're done. So when it feels like it's done, it's done. You can publish for free, although you have to learn how to do it on, like, you can do it as a Kindle book. You can do it as a through the Kindle platform and make it into a print on demand. So you order it, they print it. That's how my books are. That's why there's no waste of paper. Until someone says they want it, it's not, it doesn't exist. It's just a file. So I'm good with that because I would not want to be a remaindered book. Most of them, I don't want to see my books that I spent so many years working with for sale for 35 cents each. You know what I mean? So I do novels. I mean, it sounds like a million of them, but I have 2 on the market right now. I wrote my first in my when I was still in elementary school. It's going into junior high. My father lost a manuscript while he was in the hospital, where I left it with him to take care of. Also had to have something to read while he was in the hospital. I had thought I had a captive audience. What I had was, well, it disappeared. It did become a TV show, briefly. We don't know how that happened, but a character was named Adrian, like me. Oh well. It's called Space Academy. Anyway, and I'm working on the 3rd novel for publish through Amazon. But you could go, it doesn't have to be Amazon. You could submit it for consideration at Barnes & Noble. They have a little bit of a higher standard, where on Amazon you can publish yourself as long as you're not breaking any rules, you know, like copyright infringement or, you know, pornography, or I don't know what else. I guess what they do is they look at it to make sure it's up to at least minimum standards. If it's not, they'll kick it back to you and say, you need to do this. I haven't had that issue yet. I don't think I ever will. But when I'm writing a novel, there's no question of when is it supposed to end. The story has, you know, highs and lows, and then a grand finale. When that happens, I could keep going and talk, you know, wandering and talking about Namaris, you know, or the characters, but there's not another adventure right away. Well, actually, there is this time. There wasn't before, but there is now. So number 3, although it will be a standalone book, it's really meant to go right after number 2. It's they actually do connect. So you publish when it's time to publish. There's no sense in me trying to write beyond the story. The best thing to do at that point is just start a new story. You know, so. Okay, I better stop because this is so good. It is a double chocolate fudge or triple chocolate fudge. I don't know, one of those things. It's very rich. It's got pudding in the mix and butter and lots of eggs. And I made a chocolate peppermint drizzly frosting topped with some Andes peppermint pieces. So anyway, if I stopped anywhere in the middle of my book and somebody was reading it, of course, they would go, what the hell? Where's the rest of the story? So I have a natural end. I'm telling a story. You're doing a compendium of things. So the more the better. Also, you can when you do, I know I've done it with mine, you can update your book. So you can publish it, let's say at 100 pages. But here's the problem. When you publish it as something besides a digital version, the price it's going to be to sell is going to be determined, first of all, by how much it costs to print it. And that goes by how many pages it is. So it has to have a minimum. I don't remember what the minimum is. You can do kind of booklets, I believe. But if you're going to do a book, you have to have a cover. And the cover has to be It's something that wraps around. So it's got the front. Now they do have templates, so you don't have to design the cover if you're not into doing that kind of detail work. I couldn't have done it on my own without a problem. But they have templates where you just plug in the things like a photograph or whatever you want, artwork for the front cover. And then the back has to have like a little explanation, a picture of you, that kind of thing. It's got room for all of that. The author, about the book. So you need to have all that stuff. The more pages, the more pages, obviously, like I said, the more expensive it is. And then if you want to make a profit on it, you have to increase the price by whatever you want to make on that book. And I don't make a whole lot. I have a very low percentage, way low, just to make sure that I don't bump it up any more than it has to be. I hate when people have to spend a fortune for a book. Well, that's a good, yes, good to note that, right? Then you should have no problem because all of the guidelines are on the Kindle website. So it was a graphic designer who did my covers, and he did it so that they would match, just different colors. So the third one, we've talked about what the third one might look like, what colors. You're welcome. Having done a couple of books and done updates. Now, this was where I was very disappointed in myself. The first book, when I put it back out, I just felt for a book that I'm re-releasing, because it was published originally by a publisher, but they went out of business and they did not handle my account properly, and I got ripped off, and it was like, I was really pissed with them, but they're gone, so what can I do? So I decided to re-release it with Amazon. So, besides learning process, I just felt, like I said, I was coming out with a second book, so why do I want to charge a bunch of money for the first one? So it was like one or two pieces of paper, literally, where the price went up. So I cut out paper, but then when I got it, I realized I cut out the front page. There's no pretty opening page. When you open the cover, you get right to it. Chapter 1, we're going. It's like, oh, shit. Well, so it doesn't have a really nice professional feel. Oh, here's another thing. Neither does the paper. Now, you can change the cover quality, but the cover is really a nice quality. It's a nice satin finish. It's kind of water resistant. Water will hit it and beat up, so you're not drenching your book. But the paper itself that it's printed on, not nearly as nice as the first edition. And first edition also was not a stark white. It was more of an ivory, and I like that right from the start. So yeah, there are some drawbacks to doing it this way, but you do have options that are changeable along the way. In the end, you're going to make everything into like a PDF file to upload to be printed, but then you have to do a different file for your Kindle version. I fixed it so that both my books, if you buy the print version, you get the Kindle version for free. It's like, I don't want people having to buy it twice just because they might want to read while they're waiting in line or at a doctor's office, It's like, no, go ahead. You can download the Kindle app. It doesn't cost anything, and it works on a whole bunch of devices. So you can read it or continue wherever you left off if you don't want to carry a book around. So there's different ways to approach it. My third book will obviously be better. Not a better book. It'll be better in terms of how I set it up for the printing. The covers are beautiful. All of them were done by the Satyr. So, I just love his work, and he comes up with great ideas, and we mesh our ideas, So I like that when you can work with somebody, they hear you. And on colors, too. He gets the colors when I talk about something. So right now, the first book was done with a kind of a pale green. The second one was more of a blue. And the third one, I was thinking of making it really stand out completely and making it more of a peach color, which goes with the series, but not color-wise. I don't want to get stuck in like, oh, all blues and greens. Then on the other hand, Nomaris has a lot of, well, blue in their environment. A couple of stubborn plants and things like that. Blue is a very common. The grass that they have is a bluish green, like Kentucky bluegrass. You know, so I mean, they've got, not everything is not Avatar, from what I understand from the trailers. It's not a blue world. It's just there are certain castes, you know, because of the chemical composition of the planet. But I have to say, I haven't seen Avatar, and eventually I will. But I was really unhappy to hear about the little blue people who communicate differently after writing Nomaris. It was like, hey, hey, hey. When did you write this? I'm suspicious of everything, but it's not a ripoff. I think that we all create or can create worlds in our minds. You know, I think it's a natural inclination to envision paradise or just a happier planet. Whatever works for you, you know, it's going to be a reflection of what you love. So, anyway, I found something today. I found it in a little video, and I tell you, I'm bad for these videos now. I'm afraid I'm becoming just like everybody else. It's making these. How to make these. It's anybody can do it. There's like nothing to it. There's this little device that has a suction thing. You just create suction and it balloons out, and then you can fill it with this goop, which is like a clear gel glue. You use that glue to wrap up in a bunch of little things, that whatever turns you on, and then you stuff it into this balloon thing, and you seal it off, and you end up with this, one of these, but it's got what you want inside of it. It starts out just clear, and I was blown away. I mean, what a toy. I could see myself having a kind of a toy like that, because I'm an idiot for toys like that. Wait a second, I hear something. Ah! Okay, it is. What time? Oh, shit, it's 5 o'clock. Okay, let me... Okay. Let me sign. I'm saying sign off. I have to sign off. Avatar before he shot to Titanic. Yeah, well, I wrote my book before all of that, too. My book was published in 2006, but it was finished in 2000 and conceived in 1983 when I started writing it, when I still lived in California, sharing it with people like an idiot. It didn't occur to me not to share ideas in California, Southern California, when I'm working with an artist community. So, your mom just gave you your Christmas gift. Very good. Are you going to tell us what it is? Or are you going to wait until tomorrow? It appears to be a box of chocolates. Aw, she gave you something for your impatience. wait till tomorrow. All right, my friends. I will be back tomorrow for sure. But tomorrow is Sunday, right? Yes. Tomorrow it is Twitch morning, so I will be here at 10:30 for jour because it's Sunday and we have that schedule. Everybody have a wonderful Christmas if you're not going to join us on Twitch tomorrow. Well, that's what it sounds like, but that's your Christmas Eve gift. How awesome. You are so loved, darling. Exie, good to see you. Oinkness, I don't know what to think. Think good thoughts. It's just a holiday. It's possible she's pulling your string. Have a good evening. Merry Christmas, darling. Love to Orion. Have a good one. I will be back tomorrow on the official day of Christmas, except for you, Exie. It'll already be after. Have a wonderful rest of the day.